Cosmokrat, the Great Remembrance. What if the greatest deception in human history was never about hiding knowledge? What if it was about teaching humanity to stop asking questions? For thousands of years, civilizations have risen and fallen, libraries have burned, empires have collapsed, sacred teachings have disappeared, languages have been rewritten, symbols have changed, stories have been edited, victors have recorded history while the voices of countless others were lost. Whether these events were intentional, accidental, or simply the result of history unfolding is still debated. Yet one undeniable truth remains. Every generation inherits a story, and every generation has the responsibility to examine it. Throughout history, humanity has been divided by race, religion, politics, nationality, wealth, language, ideology, and culture. Yet biology tells us we are one species. Psychology reminds us that perception can be shaped. Philosophy asks us to know ourselves. The world's wisdom traditions repeatedly point inward, encouraging self-examination before judgment of others. Carl Jung wrote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." Perhaps the greatest battle humanity has ever faced is not against another nation, but against ignorance, fear, and unconscious conditioning. Many ancient cultures recorded cataclysmic events unlike anything experienced in modern history. Flood traditions appear in Mesopotamian records, such as the Epic of Gilgamesh in the Hebrew Bible, in Greek traditions, in Hindu literature, and in the oral histories of indigenous peoples across the world. While these stories differ, they raise fascinating questions about whether ancient civilizations preserved memories of real environmental catastrophes. Researchers have proposed many explanations. Some point toward regional flooding, others suggest volcanic eruptions. Some investigate asteroid or comet impacts. Still others explore symbolism rather than literal history. Science continues investigating these possibilities. Likewise, throughout mythology, we encounter mysterious beings. Archons in certain Gnostic writings, supernatural entities across world mythologies, and cosmic beings imagined in literature, such as H.P. Lovecraft's fiction. These should not automatically be understood as literal realities. They may represent psychological archetypes, spiritual metaphors, cultural storytelling, or philosophical reflections on humanity's relationship with fear, power, temptation, and the unknown. Questions to reflect on. What if the greatest parasites humanity faces are not external, but internal habits of fear, hatred, greed, addiction, ignorance, and division? What if mythology encodes psychological truths as much as historical memories? What if the monsters described throughout history symbolize aspects of consciousness humanity must overcome? Modern science also reminds us that parasites exist in nature and can influence the behavior of their hosts. Certain organisms, including Toxoplasma gondii, have demonstrated measurable behavioral effects in animals, and researchers continue studying possible associations in humans. This does not demonstrate mind control, but it does illustrate that biology and behavior are deeply interconnected. Perhaps the most important lesson is this: everything affects consciousness. Food, stress, trauma, environment, relationships, media, sleep, purpose, belief. The human mind is shaped continuously by what it consumes. Rudolf Steiner repeatedly emphasized that human development requires conscious inner work rather than passive acceptance of external influences. Manly P. Hall encouraged lifelong study of comparative religion, symbolism, and philosophy, reminding readers that wisdom belongs to no single institution. Carl Jung taught that confronting the shadow, the unconscious parts of ourselves, is necessary before genuine transformation can occur. Across these thinkers, despite many differences, a common thread appears. Know yourself, not because someone tells you to, because truth discovered through direct experience transforms more deeply than belief inherited without examination. Questions to reflect on. What beliefs have I accepted without investigating them? Have I explored perspectives that disagree with my own? Am I reacting from fear or responding from understanding? Does my worldview unite humanity or divide it? What does sovereignty truly mean? Critical thinking does not ask us to reject everything. It asks us to investigate everything. to compare sources, to study history, to read opposing viewpoints, to examine archaeology alongside mythology, science alongside philosophy, psychology alongside spirituality, not to force conclusions, but to become conscious observers. The greatest revolution has never begun with violence. It has always begun with awareness. If there is a divine spark within humanity, perhaps awakening is not about becoming something new. Perhaps it is remembering what has always been there, beyond race, beyond politics, beyond religion, beyond ideology, beyond fear. The future of humanity may depend less on what we believe, and more on our willingness to question, learn, grow, and treat one another with wisdom, courage, and compassion. For educational, research, commentary, philosophical discussion, and hypothetical exploration purposes only. This document presents historical information, mythology, philosophy, psychology, and speculative ideas for critical examination. Readers are encouraged to verify claims through primary sources, examine multiple perspectives, and reach their own informed conclusions. Selected resources for further study. Carl Jung, The Archetypes and the Collective Unconscious. Manly P. Hall, The Secret Teachings of All Ages. Rudolf Steiner, Knowledge of the Higher Worlds and Its Attainment. The Epic of Gilgamesh, Flood Narrative. The Nag Hammadi Library, Gnostic Texts. H.P. Lovecraft, The Call of Cthulhu, Fiction. Immanuel Velikovsky, Worlds in Collision, Controversial Historical Hypothesis. Graham Hancock, Fingerprints of the Gods, Alternative Archaeology. CDC, Information on Human Parasites. Peer-reviewed research on Toxoplasma gondii and behavioral effects. Cosmokrat, Travel the Stars, Transcending Infinity and Beyond.